Good morning, Columbia. Centers for Spiritual Living. Look at this. Whoo! There is a power in the universe greater than we are, and we can use it. There is a power for good in the universe greater than we are, and we can use it. Good morning, all of those who are out there live streaming. Good to see you. Glad you are here. And that power that is for good is everywhere present. Dr. Ernest Holmes, that's a quote that he would use as he would begin his radio talks, his television show. There is a power for good in the universe greater than we are, and we can use it. Here's the thing about that power, and he says that we can use it. The thing is that we do use it. We are always using it, whether we are conscious of it or not. What we are doing here is becoming conscious of that power in the universe. Oh, wait a minute, that power in the universe? You are the universe. So, Robert, thank you so much. Yeah. Amen. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Io, thank you. Thank you guys for being here. So this month's theme is breathe in the view. So take a nice breath. Now I want you to take a look around and take in the view and breathe in the view. Yeah, look at the beauty all around you. And breathe that in. Now there's something interesting about that phrase, breathe in the view, is it has two very powerful words. First of all, breathe. How powerful is the breath? Try going without it. Tai Chi Chuan, which is a martial art that I've been practicing for a long, long time. And one of the translations for Tai Chi Chuan is grand ultimate form. But Chi, ultimate, is also translated as life force. It is also translated as breath. So when we talk about breathe in the view, we want to be aware of our breath, because the breath not only keeps us alive, but it also oxygenates the blood. Of course, that's that part of the life process. And then it also, as we inhale and exhale, it exercises the lungs, it exercises the internal organs. But when we consciously breathe and breathe deeply, talk about becoming still. When you take a nice deep breath, physiologically speaking, it is the signal to the body to relax. Man. So when we breathe in the view, we are viewing from a place of consciousness. We are viewing from a place of relaxation. We are viewing from a place of power. We are viewing from a place of light. We are viewing from a place of grace. We are viewing from a place of knowing that all is well. Breathe in the view. Now let's take the word view. View, of course, has to do not only with your physical vision and physical sight. View has to do with how you are seeing things in your mind. Right? So I want to just jump to today's topic, which is gratefully, I breathe in the beauty of life. Gratefully, I breathe in the beauty of life. So being grateful for everything, being grateful for the breath, being grateful that we get to view whatever we view. But then you say, some might say, yeah, Eugene, but the view from where I am standing is not all that great. I heard a story this morning as I was walking in. Oh my God. Putting things in perspective, where sometimes we go through experiences that have us shaken, that shake us to our core. How am I supposed to see the beauty in this? See, what I realize is that things don't happen to us. Things happen for us. No matter what the experience is. See, here's the thing, right? Because we hear in the science of mind and spirit, and we teach that God is everywhere present. So then if God is everywhere present, and then God is in the experience that may shake me up. God may be in that. No, God, not maybe. God was in that experience that caused me to wake up. Now, at the time, it wasn't such a beautiful experience to go through. However, I look back at it now, I'm going, if it were not for that, I wouldn't be the man who I am today. And I have to say this, that I am an awesome man. If I don't think so, nobody else will, right? And that's the view that I want you to have for yourself. I mean, I want you to say to yourself, I am amazing. I am amazing. Now, take a nice deep breath and say that again. I am amazing. You're right. I am amazing. I am amazing. I am fantastic. I am brilliant. I am Eugenius. But what I know for myself, I know for you. Because there's only one of us here, really. I love this, right? That this one power, this one life, this one presence reveals itself as each and every one of us. How cool is that? That right where you are, God is. No matter where you go, God is. No matter what you do, God is. So the experiences that may not be all that great at that time, it's not happening to us. It's happening for us. But in order for us to get to that where we can see that it's happening for us, we have to change our view. Yeah. When it's happening to me, I'm in that victim. Like, oh, why me? Why am I going through this? You know why? I'm a good person. I just affirm that I am amazing. Why am I going through this? Because there's something within me that is not seeing. I could be affirming that I'm amazing, but I am living in my head as if I'm not. So then I get to create, unbeknownst to me, situations that have me wake up and look at the amazement that I am. Oh, no, not I am. Yes, I am. That I am. There is a power in the universe. There is a power within you right here and right now. You know what his name is? I am. Think about that. This power for good, this beauty, this magnificent, this Christ consciousness, the God itself within you. Its name is I am. How many times do you say I am? So whenever we say I am, we want to be aware of what we place after I am, because we are created in the spiritual image and after the spiritual nature and likeness of the divine. Call it God, call it Allah, call it Krishna, call it Buddha, call it Yahweh, call it whatever we want to call it. But let's call it forth into our conscious awareness, recognizing that we are created in that nature. But here's the thing about that nature of the divine is infinite consciousness. You are created in infinite consciousness, an infinite awareness. So what do you want to be aware of? See, here's the thing, man, we have been blessed with a great gift of choice. And that choice, we get to choose. Okay, we say we have been gifted with free will. That simply means that you have the freedom to choose, right? So what do you choose? Choose you this day whom you shall serve, God or mammon. What that really means is, are you going to choose a way of thinking that propels you to live a life that you experience, that you want to experience? Or are you choosing to live a life that has you go, woe is me? Here's the thing about that, my beautiful brothers and sisters. It's your choice. Yeah. So gratefully, I breathe in the view of the beauty of life. See, our view depends on, what's that saying? Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So it depends on where you are beholden from, right? So if beauty is in the eye of the beholder, then let me then behold beauty within myself. Does that make sense? In order for me to recognize beauty out there, and there is no out there, but in order for me to recognize beauty out there, I have to recognize it within myself first. In order, love you, Tom Cap. In order for me to recognize the beauty that surrounds me, we have to walk in and through and as the beauty. You are the beauty. You are the beauty. I want you to affirm this. I am beautiful. I am beautiful. No, I want you to say this with, except for Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil was like, yes. So I want you to, I am beautiful. I am beautiful. Get up and mean it. I am beautiful. Yes. Yeah, right? Absolutely. Because we are here to set the world on fire. I am beautiful. I am beautiful. Look to your neighbor and say, you are beautiful. And so am I. Have a seat for those who have stood. For those of you who didn't stand up, stand up. I'm just kidding. Gratefully, I breathe in the beauty of life. That title is really an affirmation. Right? We are affirming that it's in gratitude that I breathe in the beauty of life. So here's the importance of affirmations and affirmative prayer. They are simply and only for the reprogramming of the subconscious mind. Right? That's why we affirm, I am amazing, I am amazing, I am amazing. And we affirm this over and over and over again because we are reprogramming the subconscious mind, which is the law of our lives. See, it's that subconscious mind that takes whatever it is given and it goes to work to create our experiences. The subconscious mind is like the crew of the ship, and all it knows how to say is, aye, aye, Captain. Your wish is my command. Or as Wesley in The Princess Bride, The Princess Bride would say, as you wish. So our affirmations are there to reprogram the subconscious mind. Because if you were anything like me growing up, I kept hearing that I'm not good enough. I kept hearing my brothers, my dear, beautiful brothers. I was the youngest son. And my brother, I think there's a fine contract to tease the youngest. So I was teased, right? But my brothers would tell me, you can't dance, you can't sing, which was interesting because I grew up in the house. I grew up playing the violin, you know, and so I would hear anything from Bach to Boogie, from James Brown to Mozart, right? And we would dance all the time, but my brothers would tell me that I couldn't dance, I couldn't sing. Here's the thing. So that went into my subconscious, right? So I believed it for years. For years, still playing the violin, playing the clarinet, playing the drums, but I can't sing, I can't dance, because there was that tape that was running until I met a good friend of mine who is still a very good friend of mine. We've been knowing each other for a long time. And it was my experiences with him when we were in high school that had me reframe that. I no longer believed the hype that I couldn't sing and dance. Now, once I started doing this, I haven't stopped dancing since. Thank you, Roger Coco Powell. So the prayer, the affirmations, is so that we can reprogram the subconscious mind. For years that we may have been going around saying, I'm not good enough. The view from here sucks. You know, nobody likes me. Everybody hates me. Guess I'll eat some worms. That's an old camp song, right? Nobody likes me. Everybody hates me. Guess I'll eat some worms. What? Right? But this goes into the subconscious mind. We laugh about it, but this is serious business here. Yeah. As we want to, if we are wanting to say, I am grateful, in gratitude, I breathe in the view of this beautiful life, then let's start to really take a look, deep inner look within ourselves. So when we affirm that I am amazing, stop and ask yourself the question, do I really believe that? Do I really know that? And I love that we get to do this. But this is more than just a feel-good philosophy. This takes work. I'm glad that we get to laugh. I'm glad that we come together. It is an amazing feeling. Yeah, man, if you were standing where I am standing, yeah, oh man, because the beauty that I get to see here is amazing to me. And it takes consistent work not to go, oh, am I going to say something wrong? Okay, I haven't done that in years. Because of the practice. See, the definition of a practitioner is one who practices. Now, I'm not talking about getting your license, and being a licensed practitioner is an amazing thing. And to answer Io's question, it's been 16 years. I've been a licensed practitioner, and I've been practicing ancient wisdom, new thought for over 30 years. And it's only the last 15 years where I really started to practice, because 14 years ago, my life sucked. I had just gotten licensed, and I'm a practitioner from Agape, and I'm doing my work. Yeah, but back here behind the curtain, life sucked. It's all good. No, it isn't, man. You can't pay your rent. No, that wasn't funny. Life is good. No, it isn't. Your friends are talking about leaving you alone because you drank too much. Life is good. What do you mean, officer? I can't drive home. Got to a point where my ego and I had what I called the come to Jesus meeting, where the ego, and I love the ego is necessary in our lives. It really is. But its place is not behind the steering wheel. The ego is like a 2-year-old child. So you don't want to kill the ego. You don't want to crush the ego. And the ego should not be behind the steering wheel, because he can't see past the steering wheel, and it drives the bus into the wall. So I had to have a come to Jesus meeting with mine, going, I get it. All you want to do is to be seen. I get it. But this hurts. This hurts. I can't do this anymore. Let's put you in the back seat, in the child's seat, and let spirit drive and watch how much will be seen. Gratefully, I breathe in the beauty of this beautiful life. I breathe in the view of this beautiful life. So every moment of the day provides us an opportunity to look through the eyes of the divine, to see the beauty that the divine created. Did you catch what I'm hearing? Every moment provides us with the experience to look through the eyes of the divine, to see the beauty that the divine created. So it's looking through us as us, because it is us. Do you realize how beautiful you are? That's a yes. Yes. Now, there may be some of you here and even out there who are love streaming that will go, well, I'm not too sure, Eugene. And that's okay. That's a beautiful place to start, because now you can go, well, I heard Eugene say that I am amazing. Let me start believing it for myself. Let me start believing it for myself. When you find yourself during the day in a situation that has you a little bit flustered, stop and take a breath. Didn't that sound great? You caught that, didn't you? Yeah. See, what's happening here is we are now beginning to expand our awareness to the beauty that surrounds us. How cool is that? Thank you, Bird. I paid the bird too. He was right on time. Practice the presence of love. Breathe in and be the love that you want to experience. Gandhi said, right? Be the change you want to see. Great. Not only change, be the peace you want to experience. Be the love you want to see. Be the joy that you want to experience. Be the abundance. Be the prosperity. There is nothing stopping us from experiencing all of that. Now, there are some of us who used to think that, and may still think that life owes us. Life doesn't owe us anything. Life has already given us life. We owe life. So what do we owe life? We owe life ourselves. We are the gift. And what makes a gift is that we give it away. Show up in your most spectacular selves. Show up as that divine beauty that you are. Show up coming from a place knowing that right where you are, the infinite intelligence of the divine is. Let's pray together. Yeah. And so we take this collective breath, recognizing that the breath that I breathe and the breath that you breathe is the one breath, and that's the breath of the divine. And so I use this breath to propel the word, and the word that I speak is God. You see, out of this one word, out of this one power, out of this one life, out of this one presence, all of life is manifested. All of life is created, maintained, and sustained. I recognize God as that infinite intelligence that governs the universe, and it does this through divine law and unconditional love. I recognize that God is all there is, as me, as you, and as we. And as I recognize that God is everywhere present, I know that having no circumference, having no boundaries, having no limitations whatsoever, there isn't anything that can, does, or will exist outside of this which I call God. For it is the very nature of God to permeate, to penetrate, and to fill up the interspaces of the universe, meaning that the space between the space is filled with the divine presence of the one. And as I recognize and acknowledge that there is only this life, this one life, and knowing that it reveals itself as all of life, I stand in the awareness that it reveals itself so beautifully in, through, and as me. That's why I can stand and say, right where I am, God is. And as I know this to be the truth of my life, I know this to be the truth of each individualized expression of the one who is tuned in today. And we are tuned in, turned on, and tapped in to that divine intelligence that not only causes the sun to shine, but it is that which beats our heart and breathes our breath. It is that which animates our body temples. It is that which creates through us. And what it creates through us, we get to give to the world from a place of joy, from a place of love, from a place of knowing that as we continue to rise up, that we lift all others up with us, so that we do experience a world that works for everyone. Oh man, I know that all of our needs are met right here and now, simply because we declare it so. I know that divine health, wholeness, and well-being is happening right here, right now. It's the order of this word. I know that peace reigns supreme. So knowing that this word is already manifested, knowing that this word is already done, I give great thanks. And so it is from a place of gratitude and thanksgiving that I now release my word into the divine and potent activity of love and law, knowing that as I release my word into the law has no other choice. It has no recourse. It cannot help itself. It must take these words and mold them, blend them, shape them, and then send them back to us, not void or empty, but absolutely and completely fulfilled. In other words, my brothers and sisters, this is answered prayer, and we open up and we allow it to be. Anchoring this, knowing that this is done, we let it be so now. And so it is. And so we are. And so it is. Amen.